Hey guys, Jumping is Useless is here, and I'm going to do a video on something I've always wanted to talk about, but I've never gotten around to doing it. That being the supposed 16th, 13th, over 9,000 level of hell, the friend zone. Yes, that place where supposedly really nice people go when they like somebody and they just don't feel the same way about them. So basically, my hope is that in this video I'm going to talk about like what is the friend zone, just at least my opinion on it, how you can get out of it, and then just kind of general tips and tricks on either side. So, to begin, the friend zone in, I guess, like pop culture, public, what many people would say is, woe is me, I'm super nice to this person, and they just view me as a friend. And that's what it is. The friend zone is this place where really nice people go when they like somebody and they just don't like them back. And that's the first thing that we need to understand. That's not it. Basically, the friend zone is a place where you like somebody more than a friend, and they like you as a friend. However, there is something that is holding you back from being more. It's not because you're super nice, though. Just let's get that out of the way. Being very nice isn't a bad thing. It should never be a bad thing. Honestly, being nice is just not a bad thing, because if we lived in a world where you dated jackasses, that'd be a really shitty world. And also, there's been plenty of people who probably will talk to you. They say the same thing to me. It's like, oh, why'd you break up with so and so? Well, he was a jackass. Okay, see, that wouldn't have happened if supposedly we lived in this world where, you don't get dates because you're being very nice. So, getting that out of the way, I guess the next thing to talk about would be actually like getting out. Yeah, I'm getting tongue tied again. So, getting out of the friend zone, it's basically this giant risk reward factor of it. You need to understand that it's the idea of time. You're going to have to invest time in getting out of the friend zone. It's just, that's the way it is. Because you've laid your card down on the table, but your hope is that whoever you have feelings for will at some point in time say, hey, you know what? He's nice boyfriend or girlfriend material. You can't force the issue any more than you already have. It's going to make you look weird. You're going to scare them away. So just walk away from it and let it mature by itself. If things are going to happen, they're going to happen. It's just the way it is. Another thing you can do, which I don't condone, is supposedly the infamed alcohol and massive amount of physical contact. That's supposedly supposed to work, but I can't vouch for that. So yeah, that's number two. Those are the two main ways of getting out of the friend zone. However, in my opinion, I just feel like you should move on. There are probably bigger and better things. Which I guess gets us into the last part and possibly like the biggest part of this video is like tips and tricks on the friend zone from either viewpoint, from I guess being friend zoned or actually doing the friend zone. So I guess the first thing we're going to talk about is when you get friend zoned. You need to, I know you're going to probably want to have bonbons and listen to Hawthorne Height or AFI CDs. Well, we all do that. I know I did. You're going to have time. Do it in a polite way. Don't just shun the person away and be a dick. Just try to find a way to get yourself some personal time from this person who put you in the friend zone. When you've collected your thoughts, the first thing you need to do is move on. And yes, I know that is a very hard thing to do, but it's something that you have to do. You have to move on, and it's very easy because you have to understand this. They didn't like you for some reason. That is not saying that there's somebody out there who won't like you for that. And honestly, you'll probably find somebody else who would like you for a whole hell of a lot of more reasons than what you believe this person you were chasing would have liked you for. Once you understand that, you have to say, she doesn't like me for a reason. However, that's not stopping me from finding somebody who will like me for that reason or finding somebody better. Once you do that, you're going to be in the clear. You need to have that mindset going into it. Okay? So that means you move on, you find something new. Because I guess like the best analogy would be, in 500 Days of Summer, and yes, I do watch chick flicks and all that fun stuff. I actually do own that movie. So if you want to ridicule me, go for it, whatever. But at the end of the movie, the main guy runs into like this one girl at a interview he was having after he gets his life all straightened out. And basically, she says that she saw him a lot in the park. His comment was, "Well, I never saw you." And she was like, "Well, you just weren't looking." Which is that is the main analogy that I'm going to say is like, that's the big hitting point of the friend zone. Is that you're going to get so fixated on trying to fix this one thing that really can't be fixed for the most part. You're going to miss a lot of other things, a lot of other great opportunities in your relationships that you could have went for, but you didn't. So that's my big thing. You know, try to be friends with them as well. Don't shun them away, because you're just going to look like a big ass. And honestly, they may help you out. They may have single friends who want dates and stuff like that. So yeah. So the other side is going to be like, when you friend zone somebody, I'm going to say there's like 3 things that you need to focus on and do. Let's see, what was it? All right. Yeah, see, I'm having a brain fart too. Well, first thing you need to do is this. You need to understand that they're going to need time. They may not talk to you. Don't automatically assume they're some big asshole because they just kind of give you the silent treatment. They're in an emotional flux right now, which you aren't. Respect that and allow them to regain their composure before you start pointing fingers at them. The next thing that you need to do is when you friend zone somebody, please let them know why they're being friend zoned. And yes, I know you're going to be a dick and it's like, but Wes, blah, 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 I don't want to hurt their feelings. I know that, so please do it in a polite way, but honestly, you need to rip the band-aid off. Because if you don't tell them, then whoever's in the friend zone is going to be like, well, they don't want to date me, but they never gave me a reason why they don't want to date me. Because of that, they kind of are in this whole like, oh, I don't know. And then they're going to keep trying to chase you and stuff because they think they got a shot. Be upfront, be brutal about it. It's the way it goes. The last one and the one that I really want to focus on is this. Don't immediately start talking about emotional conversations and or other things that you would talk to your best friends about. Because you have to understand that when you friend zone somebody, you've broken down every brick you laid up in your friendship. You're rebuilding from the ground up. If you try to start at a high point, you're going to give them mixed feelings and stuff, and it's not the best thing to do. Allow your friendship to be rebuilt before you even touch any of that stuff. And I think that's going to be about it. I know that was kind of abrupt. I'm not good at kind of sectioning out this stuff. But yeah, so that's basically my view on the friend zone. And I know a lot of you probably won't agree, but hey, whatever. It's my video. Bye.